Hi friends, let's do a little math. I've got the subtraction problem for you. 74 minus 57 equals, I've written it vertically instead of horizontally, so it's up and down. And so we're taking 57 away from 74. Now I have written it so that the tens place is written in green and the ones place is written in orange. And I hope as you're looking at it, you can see where we might run into a little bit of trouble. So if I look at the tens place, 7 tens minus 5 tens, that's okay, I can do that. But then I come over here to the ones place, 4 ones minus 7 ones. Ooh, I've only got 4 ones. Can I take 7 away? I can't. So what should we do? What's our next step? Hopefully you're thinking that we need to move on to a little bit of regrouping. So regrouping, this is where all the work we did around place value is really helpful. Regrouping means that I need to take some of the value from the tens place and move it, regroup it over to the ones place. What do I mean by that? Let's try it in 3 different ways. So here's our problem. I can't take 7 ones away from 4 ones. There's too many ones that we want to subtract from too few. So I'm going to go and look at my tens. Well, I can regroup, borrow, some people used to say borrow some of the tens that I have over here and move them over here. How do I do that? Well, one way is to just do this. I have 7 tens. I'm going to borrow 1 10. If I take 1 10 away from 7 tens, that leaves me with 6 tens. And if I add one group of 10 is 10 ones to my tens place, my ones place, sorry, then all of a sudden, instead of having 4, I now have 14. Another way to think about that is 74 is 7 tens and 4 ones. You could also say 74 is 6 tens and 14 ones. Adds up to the same value. So now that we've done the regrouping, you can see, oh, now I can subtract. So I can take 7 away from 14, and if you remember your doubles facts, 14 minus 7 is 7. And we always could do the tens place, 6 minus 5 is 1. So after regrouping, we see 74 minus 57 equals 17. I'm going to show it to you in a couple of different ways as well, so you can see it regrouped again. All right, friends, we practiced this a little bit already, but I wanted to show you what it looks like when you write your subtraction problem in expanded form. So we started with 74 and we wrote it in standard form. In expanded form, it would look like this. Instead of 74, it would look like 70 plus 4. For 57, it would look like this, 50 plus 7. We're still subtracting, and we are still subtracting a number in the ones place that is smaller than the other number in the ones place. So we're still going to have to be doing regrouping. This is just going to show you what regrouping looks like in expanded form. So once again, I'm looking at my ones place and saying, I don't have enough to subtract from. So I need to regroup from what I've got in the tens place. I need to go next door and regroup. So I'm going to regroup some of my tens, one group of tens, which would leave me with 60. And I'm going to take that 10 and I'm going to add it to my ones. And so now instead of having 4, I took the 10 from over here. 4 plus 10 is going to give me 14. And you see, both of these problems are doing the same thing. It's just showing them slightly different. So this might be fine for you and you understand how to do it this way. You might like to see it spread out in expanded form. And then we would still do the subtraction. 14 minus 7 is 7. Plus 60 minus 50 is 10. And 17 is just another way to say 10 plus 7. Let's do one more way. All right, so we've got standard form, we've got expanded form, and the last way, they're all doing the same thing, but if it helps you to think of them in different ways, this might help as well. The last way is in unit form. So, oops, Sorry, slow down. So our subtraction problem is 74 minus 57. So 74, another way to say that is 7 tenths plus 4 ones. That's unit form. And 57, another way to say that is, what do you think? 5 tenths, right? Plus how many ones? Plus 7 ones. You got it. So here is where we run into that problem where we're trying to subtract something larger from something smaller, and we have to regroup. We regroup from the ones place to the tens place. So instead of having 7 ones over here, we're going to say, 7 tens over here, we're going to say 6 tens. And we're going to take that group of tens and we're going to add it over here. And my 14 ones become 4 ones. So 14 ones minus 7 ones is going to give me 7 ones. And my 6 tens minus 5 tens is going to give me 1 10, one group of 10. 3 different ways to do regrouping. They all work. You can try them all, find the one that feels best to you, makes the most sense to you.